Hello, Mary Love with Love the Green Real Estate Consulting Firm here for another market update report. This time we're going to dive a little deeper into our quarter review. We are now in our second quarter. We are going to look at what was going on before COVID-19, during, and now that we are in the midst of it. At the beginning of it and in the midst of it. So let's get started with a wide variety of reports. One of the things that I want to look at is the economic forecast from the National Association of Realtors. So I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to share my screen. Right. And hang on just a second. There we go. Okay. So if we look at this, what is going on, this is an outlook based on coming from the National Association of Realtors, mortgage rates, housing indicators, percent change, because our economy is heavily influenced by our housing market. Of course, we're also looking at unemployment, which in our current quarter of where we are in the second quarter of 2020, we have 13% unemployment. The forecast for that is that the unemployment rates will continue to go down 12, 10, 9, 7% in a year. So that's good. They're looking at it and saying, like, okay, our economy's recovering, unemployment goes down. The reason that the unemployment is important percentage for us to look at is to determine you need a job to buy a house in most cases. Okay, so the interest rate, what we look at is the 30-year fixed. The 30-year fix is in the 3%. It's going to stay in the 3% for the next year. Not predicted to go up very much above 4.5% for the next couple of years, really. Feds are going to keep it low. Interest rate needs to stay low to encourage buyers to buy homes. The biggest difference that we're seeing, though, is the increase of the median home price for across the nation. And across the nation, it has continually gone up. Even during our second quarter, it only went down just a tad across the nation. But in some places, like here in our Asheville region, the median home prices has actually gone up due to the huge short limit of housing that we have. Okay. So, big picture on this is that the National Association of Realtors thinks that unemployment rate is going to go down, interest rates are going to stay the same, median home prices are going to continue to climb, but with the lower interest rate, hopefully more people will buy. So that's what they're thinking. Looking pretty bright based on their opinion. We also have a report from the National Association of Realtors Confidence Index Survey, which I always like to look at that. Let me share that right now. Okay, Confidence in Realtors Confidence Index Survey. So, as we look at this, closings were slow for a little while, basically had slowed down due to lack of financing issues. A lot of the mortgage lenders just sort of put the brakes on giving any new loans to people, making it harder for people to get loans, and taking longer and more hoops to jump through for them to be able to close. That was largely due to the uncertainty with COVID-19 and the loss of jobs, whether that was a temporary situation or permanent. So we are seeing the other side of that right now, but we'll keep going. So let's see. This is not what I want to talk about. So let me just get out of this one. I wanted to talk about the confidence level. Here we go. For the realtors market in general. Okay. So sales volumes for the next 3 months. They feel like in general, if you look at this, that prices will continue to rise. Inventory will continue to be out there. Sales will continue to happen. Also, in thinking that from the next 12 months outlook, year to year sales is see an increase of 8%. So that's good, a really good outlook for sales. Price expectations, they're thinking that they're going to slow down a little bit. All of this this is national, it's not local. We're going to look in local in just a little bit, but nationally, where there are more houses out there and buyers have slowed down a little bit, they expect the prices to level out some. This buyer-seller traffic 3-month look. Sellers are not wanting to list as readily as they had been if they were just going to sell a house to move because they wanted to move, not because they had to move, or because they wanted to downsize or upside. They're just a little, want to hold off a little bit there and wait and see what's going to happen. But buyers are still wanting to buy. So that is our National Confidence Index. Quick facts with June 2020, the price range is going up. That's the big thing for you to know, is the median home price is going up in our area. And that is due to lack of housing supply. We have a very severe housing shortage here. Days on market, on the average, by the property type depending and the price points, they're all staying under 90 days, which if it's under 350. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up with the quarter report for the Asheville market region. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the breakdown of what's going on. Is we are seeing improvements. Houses are being listed. The houses are going under contract. They're closing. But we have a incredible shortage right now. The shortage is becoming more severe because new construction is slowing down just a little bit, and sellers are a little hesitant on listing the homes if they don't have to. They're afraid they might not actually find a home if their house sells. So slowing down on that a little bit. With that housing shortage, the median home price continues to climb. What we're seeing is houses, if they're under 350, they're selling within less than 4 to 7 days if they are priced right, according to condition and location, and often in multiple offers coming in. So here's the bottom line. If you are a buyer wanting to buy in the Asheville area, you should buy now if you find a home, because the prices are just going to continue to go up. If you are a seller who is wanting to list your home and you do want to sell it, you have a need to sell it for whatever reason you want to sell it, go ahead and list it now. I feel like on the seller's point, we are at a high point right now through September, then dealing with COVID in the fall and what's going on. I think that the market just may go really slow for a while. So if you want to sell your house, it's time to do it now. Investors, here's the thing. If you can find a house and you can get a loan on that house and the numbers work for you right now, go ahead and buy it, because it's probably just going to be higher in the long run. If you are an investor and you've got cash, I say just wait, because typically even normal times in the winter, prices are a little lower. So this year they may be significantly lower for short term. So just hold your cash and wait and jump on it at the right time. Okay, so let's look at the report really quickly. Of course, all of this information is in my blog on the website, lovethegreen.org, which has links connected to the PDFs. So the market activity for the second quarter of June, second quarter of 2020 is in gray. You can see that closed sales did drop. Now remember, that's front. We're looking at the beginning of the COVID and to where we are now. These results compared, the one in blue is 2019. So we did see closing slow down. As I said, most of that was due to the uncertainty of the economy, right? Buncombe County closed sales again. You saw they went down. The market activity for closed sales in the region went down a little bit, but still pretty strong. And then we get into different counties, which if you wanted to do a Zoom call with some people, I can go into the different counties with that. But all of this information will be linked from the blog at lovethegreen.org, along with a link for the PDFs. So the key is to study the market, pay attention to what's going on. The National Association of Realtors, Green, had asked some of our experienced realtors, and they asked me about what our predictions are of changes with the housing market due to COVID. So I'm going to put that in my blog as well, and I'm going to do a video on my predictions of where I think we're going. Okay, if you have any buying or selling needs, or you want some consulting, be sure to give me a call. Have a great day.